Last problem from lesson 7.4, and it's just more frying pan questions. Okay, so what we're going to do now is have negative seasoning to sprinkle in. Okay, so you kind of attack this from two ways. One way, just treat it like a regular question. Mix with you, stick to you, mix with you. Rewrite 2, -3 over x to a -18. Y to a -12. There we go. Double check my math. Yep, there we go. So now what do we got here, friends? We have a whole lot of negative exponents. We have got a whole lot of exponents that are not happy with where they is. Okay, you go here, you go here. So we're going to have a y to the 12 on the top. 2 to the third power down here is going to be an 8, and then this will become just a +18. There you go. Done. That's it. Looks complicated. But when you have a negative exponent here, and then you have positives on the inside, all of them are positive, they're all going to end up having negative exponents, which means they're all going to be unhappy, which means they all need to switch. Now, here is a trick. Watch this. Some people, like myself, can do this. In my mind, I split this. This is the Gada question, by the way. I split the -2 and pretend it's a -1 times 2. So now what I can do is I can use this -1 to completely flip my frying pan. Okay? The negative did its job. The negative flips things, students. It flips them. It's a reciprocal maker. So what I did is I reciprocated my frying pan, and basically I spent it. I spent my -1. I did, its job is done. Okay? So now, stick to you, stick to you, stick to you. Rewrite 5 squared, b squared, a squared. That's going to simplify to a 25 b squared over an a squared. Done. Got them. That's it. So what do you want to do, friends? Do you want to flip and then sprinkle? I feel like I've said this before. Or sprinkle, then flip. Yeah, we've done this before in prior lessons. I think there is one... Oh, where was that? 7.2, 7.3, but yeah, it's frying pan rules. It's the same thing. That's what negatives do, man. They flip things. So do you want to do you want to sprinkle, then flip, or flip, then sprinkle? It's up to you. Now, the only thing that you might get in trouble with, and the one thing that this method might help you with the best, is that if there's already negatives in there, and then you flip, the negative that you sprinkle in will make it flip again. So this one might be the best, because if you sprinkle in and then flip the things that have to flip, then you should be okay. What are you talking about? Here, let me do a quick example here really quick. Oh, let's have like a, I don't know, how about a 2, let's see what variable I haven't used, like a 2c to the -2 over a d cubed, and then let's take all of that to like a -4. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay, so sprinkle in your -4. Oh, look, a negative times a negative is probably going to make a positive. So I'm going to have a 2 to the -4, a c to the 8, and then a d to a -12. Okay? So now if I sprinkle first, I realize a negative times a negative makes positive. So this c to the 8 would stay. Okay, it would not flip. So I guess that's the only downside to flipping first and then sprinkling, is that if you have a negative, you'd flip it, but then the negative exponent on the inside would make it flip right back. So I don't know, maybe just a little bit of extra work you don't need to worry about. Okay, so you're going to move down here and you're going to become a 16, and then the D12 would move up. That'd become a D12 on top. There you go. Okay, so if there's a negative on the inside and a negative on the outside, you may want to sprinkle first, because a negative times a negative is a positive. That means it's going to stay put. Otherwise, follow your rules, friends. There's really not a whole lot of thinking in these first 4 lessons. It's just know the rules and then follow them. You don't really need to think. I kind of like these things, because I'm just following rules. I'm not really thinking too much. So that's it. That's 7.4. See you in class.